the beast mode driving to get you on the I-94 commute. We're going to be heading toward an airport. We're going to be driving the I-94 corridor near Chicago. So we got fuel. I wanted to make sure we actually had enough fuel, and that's extremely important. Now we're leaving the gas station. You have to be really careful because there are a lot of people everywhere who are coming in, coming out, taking a rest because we're right near the I-94 expressway. So I'm looking left and right. I'm going to get in the left turn lane. You got to come up and make stops. And also, the sun is a hazard. So if you're not ready for the sun, you need to have sunglasses on. And we're going to make our turn. Keep your turn as short as possible. Now, this is a red turning arrow, but it's not flashing. It's a solid red turning arrow. So this means that we have to stop. In some areas, you're going to have a flashing red turning arrow. You can turn. In this case, this is the flashing yellow. So we're going to go up to the middle, wait for traffic, saw how that car was hiding, and then we're going to turn and go on the correct on-ramp because the left says do not enter, wrong way. That will be horrible. Now, this is a clover leaf. You should be able to see this pretty good. We want to be mindful not to go near the edge. There's gravel. That's like little ball bearings. You'll slide off the road. And I am holding the wheel pretty firmly. Now we're going to build up speed. Now we have traffic 24/7. Just in the morning when I make these videos, it's dark. You're going to get a chance to see all this light, all these cars, and we're going to get over one lane to the left. We want to try to get into the middle lane or left lane when possible. Now we're going to settle down. We're at about 70 miles an hour. We don't want to hang around trucks. And if you hang around trucks, you're going to end up getting sideswiped because on the expressway, sideswipe and rear-end collisions are the most common. 24 hours today, the average speed here, you see this Ford F-150 just drifting over to the left. Use your blinkers, let people know what you're doing. There are a lot of cars. You hear that noise? You can't hear it. So if you don't check your blind spots, then you're going to end up cutting off a car. Now that car does not have a muffler. Imagine driving, hearing that noise all the time. You see that van? Got cut off too. So either you're going to be the type of driver to ignore stuff like that, or you're going to be the type of driver to really back off, slow down. So we're going to slow down a little bit. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get over one lane to the left. I use my blinker. Now, let's talk about blind spots for a second. There are 4 blind spots. The left side of this truck, the right side of the truck, directly behind the truck, and directly in front of the truck. All vehicles, even motorcycles. Oh my God! What the hell was that? You saw that aluminum? I hope that did not cut our tires. I know you saw that. That was crazy. So, let's talk about that. That stuff could have came through the glass, cut our tires. This is why you always want to have tires with a roadside warranty, okay? That was aluminum that cut the tires. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and change lanes. I don't want to be around this vehicle. That vehicle does not look really reliable. I'm getting the heck away from them. And I'm going to turn on my blinker and get back over. I don't even want to mess with that guy. Man, that really kind of shook me up. So there's always going to be debris on the road. You always have to be careful, and we have to be intentional. Now, once I pass this F-150, I'm probably going to get back over to the right. There's no traffic behind me, so I'm going to go ahead and get back over one lane to the right. Be mindful. The left lane is for passing. There's not a lot of traffic, so I'm not going to hog the left lane. I don't see any gauges coming on, any warning lights, so I guess my tires are okay. We want to travel at a speed that is safe and reasonable for the conditions on the road. What does this mean? We're going to be traveling at a speed that allows, we're not racing down the I-94 corridor, but we're moving at a good speed. We're taking our time, and we need to make a lane change before we get to this Ford. And I'm off. So we're in the left lane. How can we tell? We have a solid yellow line. We have broken lines to the right. And this means we can change lanes to the left because we're in the left lane. And I'm looking for a good speed, good space. Also, every driver is different. But many of you who look at this content, you won't be doing deep drives. You'll go from home to school, from school maybe to a relative's house. This is your mid to deep drive where we're going to have interstate traffic going through Chicago, going through Indiana, going through Metro Detroit. So you're going to have a lot of slower moving traffic, and we really want to be intentional and be safe and just stay away from vehicles that look dangerous, that look a little suspect, right? I'm going to get over one lane to the right. Ooh, that light. In fact, I can't see, so I'm going to get back over to the left lane, and so are they. The sun is a hazard, as you can see, so we want to take our time, and we want to have great speed. I'm looking at the white minivan. We all have to deal with the sun, and that is definitely a hazard. I'm always checking mirrors. Hey, good afternoon. Is that E? How you doing? E, please tell me that you got the package. You got what I sent you. And I'm looking for a yes. Okay? Please tell me that you received it. And how are you doing? Going around the curve, we're taking our time. I'm waiting for a yes to pop up. That's what I'm waiting for. It's really bright, it's hard to see. Get over one lane to the left. And we want to stay out of other people's blind spots. We want to be very safe. And this is real life driving, so you're gonna have to deal with the sun. Thank God it's to the right of us. Woo, there's all that traffic up there. So in this case, we want to be in a lane that's moving pretty nice. You don't want to aggressively tailgate, and we want to take our time. I'm driving on the I-94 corridor, which runs east and west, just to take us through Metro Detroit, through Illinois, through Indiana. So we're going to be driving in some heavy traffic. If you have questions, put those in. I'm a state certified driving instructor. And by being an instructor, I get a chance to see traffic every day. I get a chance to observe accidents, to observe near misses. Some of the near misses today for me as an instructor, I had several of my clients, if I didn't hit the brake, the young lady would have pulled out and got hit by a truck. She was making a right turn. She misjudged the distance. She thought the truck was turning right. It was going straight. And if I didn't hit the brake and turn the wheel, we would have gotten hit. Another error, the same type, another driver pulled out right in front of a car. And I had to kind of remind him in a caring way, don't kill the instructor. Because these are some of the common errors that all of you will make. If you're learning how to drive, you're gonna misjudge distance. You need a good coach to support you, not someone who's gonna scream at you, who's gonna take your head off. But I also spoke truth to him. I said, you almost killed us. He's like, what? You pulled out in front of a car and you misjudged distance. And sometimes that does happen. And you really got to educate, whether it's adult or teen, in this case it was a teen, that you can't make those errors. And he was at drive 4. And at drive 4, you should be able to judge distance carefully. You should be able to adequately pull out in a gap. Like here, there's 3 cars in front of me. I don't want to go excessively fast right now. The black car got over. I don't want to cut off the truck. So if you cut it too close, a lot of beginners just are not able to have maneuverability. And that's one thing that I see as an instructor. You have to give them time. Maybe their foot will hit a brake instead of the gas. They'll hit the gas. Oh, I know what he was doing. He was reversing out of a parking spot. He thought he was on the brake. He hit the gas. If I didn't hit the brake, he would have hit a wall. Some of you probably saying, do students really do that? Yes. Adults and teens do that. Okay? So when your instructor is giving you support, let them coach you. Let them teach you. Don't act like you know everything. But typically, students who act like that usually crash. Whoa, I'm going a little too fast. Okay? And you really gotta support students. You have to be honest. And if you're not gonna be honest with students who almost crash or run lights or don't check blind spots, you will get reminded by the general public. This is why a lot of people are very impatient. They're very impatient with drivers, student drivers like us, because we go underspeed, or we turn on the right turn signal and you need to turn on the left turn signal. Your decision making is very delayed. Okay, like for instance, we're going around this curve. I'm lifting my foot. A beginning driver would go really fast and just kind of jerk the wheel left and right, left and right. And in the wintertime, we'll just spin out, because this part of the I-94 corridor is very dangerous because of the curve, and the state does know that, but they're not going to do anything about it. I'm going to get over, and I'm always checking mirrors. So I look for that too when I'm in the passenger seat. I have a list of things. Does the student look over the shoulder? Is the student checking mirrors? Is the speed safe for the conditions? Most beginning drivers drive 10 under, 15 under, and that's a hazard. So I have to encourage them to drive at the speed limit. And if I have to tell you 2 or 3 or 4 times, you're not really understanding. We're on the expressway, an older part of the I-94 corridor, and cars are just cutting left, middle, and right, right, middle, and left. And you gotta look. You can't panic if a truck swerves, because you'll hit the wall. And sometimes there have been dogs on here. You know the dog is going to get killed. There have been people on here walking. A few weeks ago, there was a police chase. Areas are familiar to you. Yeah, they are familiar. Yes. Good afternoon. Hey, how are you doing? And the areas all blend in. You know, Detroit, Chicago, Indiana, Iowa. Because after a while, all of this will just blend together. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get over one lane to the right. And I'm not sure what this Durango's doing. They're kind of driving in 2 lanes, so I'm confused. I'm gonna lift my foot, because if there's enough room, I'm gonna get over to the left, but I don't want to cut off this car to my left. So I'm lifting my foot, and my blind spot mirror is going off. My blind spot mirror is going off, but now I have room, so I can get over to the left lane, because I don't want to cut off a car. You should see the car in your rear mirror. And I'm more defensive driving right now. I'm looking ahead. I see this Impala drifting. I'm aiming high. I'm being patient. I'm driving with what the I-94 corridor gives me. If it's open, I'll drive faster. If it's slower, I'll lift my foot. If I see cars bunched together, I'm lifting my foot. I'm being a defensive driver. I'm scanning. I'm looking ahead. I see this Tahoe up here. It's a larger vehicle. I see 4 or 5. Oh, that sun. Oh my God. The same thing you see on the Meta Ray-Bans and on the phone is what I see. It's terrible. Now I could sit here for a moment, like literally I can't see. Oh, I just put down the visor. That's a lot, much better. The traffic is terrible. You are so correct. And this is 24 hours a day. All right? It's 24 hours a day. It's like this. It's cutthroat. And if you are not consistent in speed control and defensive driving, you're going to smash your new whip. Right? I saw this beautiful 2025 Hellcat Charger. It said Iceman on there. It was orange, beautiful. But you know those Hellcat Chargers, because people just dog them out. They race them on the streets, they drift, and then they get stolen. So I would hate to pay $85,000 or $90,000 for a Hellcat. I got to get over it. This is killing me. Oh my God. And then have someone steal it. I had an SS Trailblazer, and that got stolen. So you learn, oh, thank God, relief. So now I'm searching. I'm not an erratic lane changer. I'm trying to stay in the middle or left lane. But sometimes you get around slow moving vehicles and you just get stuck. Now, while you're watching this, you need to give this a thumbs up, please. And I need you to subscribe, because the more people that subscribe, the more content I can make. And this is a Range Rover, really nice. Isn't that Range Rover nice? It's a high center of gravity. I like SUVs. I like pickups. Thank you, appreciate that. And then you see how it gets bright, then it gets dim and bright. That is strain on your eyes. So I'm trying to be patient. And sometimes you can't tell brake lights from regular tail lights. And I'm lifting my foot because we're getting near the downtown area. And this is almost 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Imagine during the morning. And some people live in a suburban area, they take this to the downtown area every day. And it does stress you out. You get you tired. So I'm just trying to take my time. And me trying to change lanes, I'm just gonna hit traffic and rear end someone. So I'm just trying to just be, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to get rear-ended. That's why I hit these brakes real easy. If I would have drove the other Jeep, those brakes are very soft. And it feels like it's not gonna stop. I saw those brake lights come on, man. I'm not gonna hit them, and I don't want someone to hit me. It's real out here. And when you're driving in these city areas, you're gonna have city traffic. Some people don't have a license and they're driving. Some people have a license and no insurance. Some people have a car that's registered to someone else. Okay, some people have a car with no VIN tag because it's stolen. So you have all types of conditions. The best advice I would say, don't break down in these areas. don't get gas in these areas and know the area you're driving in, because there's just tremendous violence in Chicago, in Detroit, in Gary, Indiana, in Iowa City. Violence is everywhere. So it doesn't matter if you're in the suburban area or one of the cities I just mentioned, New York, Houston, Texas. Okay, there are areas of those cities the police don't come in after it gets dark. You think about that. And that's real. It's 2025, almost 2026, and the police don't come into certain areas. That's crazy, man. That Tesla's from Florida, so you imagine they're using new technology to get there, and that's pretty cool. Looks like he's got full FDS, right? So I'm lifting my foot, we're going over this bridge. You can kind of see the skyline of the city, and it's beautiful, right? But also, you got to remember, the city doesn't care about any of us. You got to start caring about yourself. I'm trying to lift my foot because I don't want to stop really hard and fast. I don't want to risk getting rear-ended. But you can see all this traffic. I'm trying to be very intentional and just take my time. Like that Ford just cut off. This truck is a wrecker. That's a repossessor. They come in and repossess cars. I've seen those people in action too. That's why you got to pay your car now. And don't get a car that you can't afford. Because if you fall behind, it will be repossessed. I'm looking ahead. Man, look at all this traffic. You just want to shake your head and cry sometimes. But it is what it is. Houston, Texas is worse than this. You got all those semi-trucks, pickup trucks. Similar to Chicago, similar to Detroit, similar to Los Angeles, California. It's like traffic is at a standstill. Like, what are these people doing? Right? You have questions, go ahead and put them in. I'm trying not to crash. I got both hands on the wheel. Got the camera mounted, phone mounted, so I feel safe. Yep, you're the police. State boys. Just remember, we're going out further. And it's stop and go. I had to get fuel. If I wasn't, I wouldn't have been able to make it. So don't underestimate traffic like this. Now this is a EV2, a Cadillac. Costs about $90,000. Yep, I see the police up there. Something's going on. So I'm just trying to look ahead. Dang, they cutting off the truck driver. Dang. I really want you to see this. And then get this 600 motorcycle. There's a Tesla Plaid. That's dangerous, man, when cars do that. So I'm scanning left, middle, and right. I'm not driving scared. Oh, yep, there's the state boys. You see them. There's the state boys. Oh, he arguing with the police. He must want to go to jail. All right. We're not trying to go to jail today. I have members in law enforcement too, but we're not trying to have problems right now. That suspect seemed to be very combatant with the police. You got to be compliant. And I know they're trained, everyone's human, but people just don't value life. People go from 0 to 100 real quick. And it's even the younger kids, man. Okay, people don't value life anymore. Many of you watching this know this. Some of you will agree, some of you are like, what are you talking about? Because I'm from the city. And if you're not from the city, you don't really understand. A lot of you see this, you might see a clip or something, but I'm going live, taking you on this I-94 corridor to let you see all this real life traffic. People have lost their lives on these roads and on these streets. So you got to be mindful and try to drive sensibly, make good decisions, and really be careful. I'm just stuck in traffic. There's nothing I can do. It might ease up a little bit because we passed that police situation, but we're going to have a lot of backup traffic, and I don't want to go too fast because I have to slam brakes. So you have to find that balance. And I see cars merging on, checking my mirror, and I'm just trying to keep moving very safely. And that's all you really can do, is just try to move safely. We are picking up a little bit of speed. I'm just trying to stay smooth. Up, I looked around the curve, I see all those brake lights. I'm gonna slow down again. I'm really looking ahead, and a beginner would stop at the last second. And that's when you get that rear end collision, or advanced or experience with see brake lights, you left off the gas. And road rage just wastes energy. We don't have time for this. We're trying to stay smooth and drive very deliberate. And part of this I-94 corridor, you get to 2 lanes, you may get to 4. There's construction, you go down to 1, and it sucks. I don't know what in Chicago you're going to see that. I'm just trying to take my time. We're at about 65 miles an hour. I'm trying to take my time. This car does have adaptive cruise control and lane departure, where it will kind of guide you. It won't save you from hitting the wall. If there was ice or something, we will slam into the wall. Trying to take my time. Look ahead. Like that Explorer up there, there's no sense in going fast. All they doing is tailgating, man. And I'm stupid if I start tailgating with them. See, there's brake lights on, semi-truck getting over. So it doesn't make sense to cut to the left lane, middle lane, right lane. We're at about 65 again. There's a Ford Raptor behind me. Nice vehicle. I see some construction up here. They are driving reckless. It's cutthroat here. It's real talk. And I want to keep it real with all of you. Okay? And some people don't need to be out here. Some people can be out here. And some people don't have enough experience to be out here. Like this truck ahead of me, they should be over to the left lane. The Ford Raptor, it wants to go about 100. We're at about 70. That person in that Raptor, they got the horsepower. They probably got 800 horsepower. And they can just drive around us like we nothing. Now the pace is picking up. Now we're at 70. Yes. Yes, sir. Hey. Woo. Okay. That's why you can't rush. And the biggest reason I see a lot of drivers rush. I'm going to get away from them. I don't even want to mess with them. I'm always a winner. When people put losers up, they have losers in their heart, because anyone can say something on the internet, but you wouldn't say that to me in person because you don't want me to put hands on you, right? So you'll just get deleted. I'll have my moderator take care of you. But that's the problem with you know, when you go live, you have a lot of people who say random comments. All they do is get deleted, they get removed, and will lock you in your IP and you won't be able to come back on. Isn't that a beautiful setting? So I don't worry about people like you. So I'm lifting my foot a little bit. We got another Tesla plant to the left. I'm just taking my time, scanning, and then I'm gonna get over. Traffic is getting heavy again. Because if I come on someone's live, I'm always respectful and courteous. I want to learn, whether it's AI, computers, racing, driving, becoming a better driver. I'm always a student of the game. And those people who are here, you want to learn. The people who say random comments, they're just random people. But that's to be expected. But I'm going to keep doing me, and you keep doing you. So we're at about 75. It's a little slow, but there's nothing I can do. And I'm just being mindful of the traffic. We're bunched together a little bit, so I'm trying to keep space. That Tesla's really tailgating there. I'm not liking this. There's nothing I can do right now. Yep, they're getting over. I'm probably going to stay here a moment. You got to use common sense. You can't just ride someone's car and make them pick up. Okay? Because people are going to do what they want. You can't make someone do something. Thank you for that thumbs up. All we can do is just try to be safe, because hundreds of people die every day on these streets and on these roads. We will look at some crash statistics very soon. See, I-94 West, Chicago. Yeah, baby. And once you get out here, year 4, year 7, year 10, you're just trying to be smooth. If you make it to year 10, some of you won't make it to year 2 because you're going to crash. You're going to lose your license. Your parents are going to take the car because you won't get a job. And those of you who do have a job, good for you, when you realize the value of good, safe driving. I'm just backing off, nothing I can do. And sometimes it's slow. Imagine going this speed, going about 70 to Iowa. You got another 8 hours. Right? And then this evening turns to night. And this night turns to midnight. And then you're driving through the night, you're tired. So it's real. I'm trying to take my time. And a lot of times you'll see the state police or the county police in the median, because people do like 85 here. Hey, yes, thank you. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. I'm doing a mixture of long form content, because my channel is driving, right? It's driving. What am I doing? I'm talking about driving on the interstate, deep driving. I'm going to get over one lane. And then we all, are a community, because we all want to learn how to drive and get better every day. Now we have 3 lanes. We have 4 lanes. Okay, you can see us losing light. And a lot of you have never driven straight through the night, and you can fall asleep at the wheel. You get tired, and that road gets very lonely. It does. Get over one lane. Scan, look ahead for big gaps, be safe. Everyone's driving about the same speed, about 70, 75 miles an hour. Get over one lane. And the more you drive, the better you get. The more traffic you're in, the better you get. Going to Chicago, earlier this year, I got invited to Joliet Drag Strip, and that was very interesting. I was the guest out there, made some content, and that was really cool. Chicago, 262 miles, so we're going to be in here in a minute. We're just trying to take our time, see what's going on, be patient. And this camera's not doing the light justice. It looks really beautiful, it's slowly getting dark. Just trying to take my time, not caught off any cars. Get over one lane. See those planes? That plane is circling. Last year we had a young lady get killed. She was walking across this interstate at night and got struck and died. And if you don't feel comfortable driving on the interstate, you need to have someone drive you. I read a lot of your comments, and this is for you. You got to do this for you. You got to take your time and believe in yourself. And sometimes we need that positive self-talk. I know I do. Yes, I have been. I'm telling you the truth, I had 3 clients in the car. It was in the wintertime. I was in the Honda Accord. We were driving. I don't remember what road. And I remember you. I don't remember what road. The dog kept hugging the right. I said, we're going to go into the ditch. We're going to go into the ditch. What happened? We went down 5 feet in the ditch. And you know, a Honda Accord, it's very low to the ground. We did not have a tow rope. A gentleman with his Jeep and a tow rope put us out. I was so blessed. If it was meant for me to be dead, I would have been dead already. I'm just telling you guys the truth. Okay? So yes, I have been there. Beautiful area. Really nice. I believe there's Port Huron. High school in Port Huron, Northern. Which one do you go to? Or which one did you used to go to? And in April, I'm going to get an opportunity to go to Vegas. And I'll be there for a week for this social media event. So I've been to Kansas, Florida, Texas, California, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana. I know I'm missing some states. I've been up to Montreal, right? Drove up there, took the 401 up. Okay. Look at all this. This is crazy. That's cool. And hey, how did you find my channel? Just wondering. Okay. It's always cool. I hate this traffic. This is crazy. You see all this? Something is going on up here. Man, look at this. There's nothing we can do. Are you subscribed to the channel? Hopefully you say yes. And basically what I'm doing, I'm making more content to get people, to make content people want to see. I do driving. Up, gotta make me go around. Thank you. Man, look at this. Oh my God. This is true. I don't think anyone's gonna let me over. Well, it looks like we're going to have to do the zipper merge. I'm going to go down to end. I'm not trying to piss anyone off. Excuse my language, but well, I can't be scared. I got to go up here. And we're just not moving here. I'm an early merger, but in cases like this, the airport authorities directed me to get over. And what I find, you will learn how to drive by going through this type of traffic, this kind of sitting here. It teaches you crazy patience. You got to have good maneuverability. I remember flying into LAX. It was crazy. Then I flew into Texas a couple of weeks ago. No, we went from the metro area to I had a layover in Vegas, and then we went from Vegas to Texas. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Vegas to Texas. Are people even moving here? Wow. Put in questions you have. I think the biggest thing is just feeling patient and learning how to adapt to these conditions and not losing your mind because no one's moving right now. Yep, here she goes. She's got a gun too. And she's got one of those jackets. So she's trying to tell drivers, we got to get moving. Okay? So she's trying to argue. We can't just block this up like this. Because there are people trying to get on and try to get off. If this guy come over here, it's going to be a problem. So people starting to lose their mind. What is going on, man? And these are just people being selfish here. I have to get her all the way to the right. So she's having them go around, gonna back that thing up. I dislike people with that big vehicle. You see how they're just trying to bully everyone? Forget that, man. Just work, bro. I just got over. That's the police you hear are talking all the way down. Now some might not you hear her? Right? Some might not respect her because she's a female. But don't play, bro. Follow rules, man. People still aren't moving. Yeah, that scat pack, they take those real quick. So we're just kind of stuck here. So at least the through lane is not blocked. We're just sitting here. See people coming across.
Can you guys please hurry up? Because we got a traffic stop here.
You heard it, right? See, they're just selfish, man. I'm not gonna argue with her. I'm gonna listen. She running the show, bro. If you argue with her, she gonna call it. She is the police. So I'm just trying to stay cool. There she go. She's getting on that whistle now. Hear that? Shit. Sorry, guys. They got all the police over here. Telling them to move up. Well, the through lane to the left is open, so no one wants their car smashed. I don't want to break a mirror off. My heart's pounding. She coming up now. She gonna give me directions. She got that gun on her, bro. I ain't messing with her. She's giving orders. Gotta know how to drive. Get that door ripped off. You see it right now. Ooh, that lady talking stuff. So this lady side-eyed me. What can I do? God. No one is listening to me. I'm just stuck here. Mm. Still here, nothing we can do. We have to wait. Can't move up anymore. Sorry about my language. I'm just gonna have to sit here. So you're gonna see people get heated real quick. Hey! Hey! Yeah! Bye-bye, guys.